In this session, we'll be talking about the typical challenges with existing integration options, the approach used in the Kony retail banking solution, and how an implementation team could use our common data model to integrate with core banking systems such as Scimitar, Signature, Open Banking, etc. First, let's talk about Kony Retail Banking. The solution delivers a unified and personalized customer experience across any mobile tablet, desktop, or wearable device, anytime, anywhere. The solution is highly secure, extensible, and integrates seamlessly with banking systems, providing rapid time to value. It is built on top of the industry-leading Kony mobility platform, which is open and standards-based. Best of all, it's backed by Kony's unique service level agreement to ensure your investment never becomes obsolete. Now, all banks and credit unions have multiple back-end systems that customer account and transaction data is stored and managed in. This includes core banking systems, systems for bill pay, remote deposit capture, etc. These back-end systems could be created and supported by different vendors and different teams, and are built using different architectures and protocols. In addition, each of these vendors follow their individual product roadmaps and release new versions of their software on a frequent basis. Business stakeholders within a bank, marketing operations, customer service, etc., expect to add new functionality to their end user channels on a regular basis in order to stay competitive and respond to market changes. They also need to be able to create new applications to cover other business processes such as loans, business banking, etc. They need to be able to do all of this without having to wait for the back-end vendor's roadmap of releases and thus stay nimble. The challenge is to design a retail banking solution that can not only integrate with these back-end systems, but is also reusable if the bank decides to change the vendor or use a new version for a specific back-end, or if they need to create a new micro application for a specific new banking scenario, e.g. a loan application. Kony's retail banking solution is built using a model-driven architecture and is based on a common abstracted data model that is back-end agnostic. This abstracted data model is designed based on years of experience working with real retail banking customers and multiple core back-end systems. This common data model comprises of structured data objects, their attributes, and relationships. The data model provides not only the standard objects that the Kony retail banking app is connected to, but also allows banks to build custom objects and attributes in case the bank needs to extend the functionality of the applications. This data model will be connected to different back-end systems using integration services, which are then mapped to the back-end APIs, services that are exposed by the bank. So how do you go about integrating the Kony retail banking solution? As part of the retail banking application, the common data model and default integration services are bundled and provided to the customer as a Kony Mobile Fabric app package. At the beginning of an implementation, the project team will import this app package into the Kony Mobile Fabric environment, either on-premise or in the cloud. The team then creates new integration services based on the back-end services exposed by the bank, whether they are REST-based, SOAP, XML, or JSON services. If required, the team can combine multiple integration services into a single orchestration to reduce the complexity and number of calls made from the mobile device to the back end. These services then need to be mapped with the common data model from within Mobile Fabric. Depending on the functional extension the bank needs, the project team could also customize the data model or add specific pre- and post-processor logic. Once this is done and tested against the bank's back-end systems, the Mobile Fabric app is published and connected to the front-end application. What does this integration approach give you? This integration approach allows greater reuse and the ability for banks to innovate faster without having to depend on any specific back-end vendor. to change a backend vendor or to move to a new version of existing backend, the bank need not change the entire application, but only needs to focus on the integration services and mappings. Also, since the mobile banking application is programmed against the application data model and not the backend systems, it's easy to integrate new services, make changes in the service parameters, and to apply new business rules to existing fields. The loose coupling offered in this architecture also helps in easier customization of the various application layers, data objects, business logic, UX, UI, and lastly, it also makes the application easier to test and maintain, as well as troubleshoot issues. Thank you for watching.